Welcome to Webb City Cardinals basketball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good evening to you from Carthage High School at the 78th Annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational. It's Webb City Boys Basketball once again as the Cardinals come off a 55-52 victory over the Fort Smith Southside Mavericks last night. A hard-fought ball game. The Cardinals able to pull away late with some timely shooting and solid defense throughout the evening. Tonight, a new opponent. It's Raymore-Peculiar, and the Panthers come in a dominating victory over Nevada last night, and a rematch of sorts of last year's semifinal ball game. Scott Boudreau here with you this evening, along with Will Hedrick. Tim Workman will be giving us some stats and providing some game notes for us as well. But Will, solid victory for the Cardinals. Got their feet wet a little bit in this 2024-25 season. A familiar opponent tonight, but a different opponent, probably in quickness and in style both.
Yeah, definitely. Cardinals with a good win last night. Got their feet wet a little bit, so gonna fix some of the small mistakes and some of the big mistakes that they had last night. But yeah, this Ray-Pec team, pretty similar to how the Cardinals are. Not super big, but they've got a lot of athleticism and a lot of quickness, so it'll be probably a pretty even matchup throughout the whole game, Scott.
And our Cardinals countdown to tip-off brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Huhat Mongolian Grill. We'll take our first 3-minute break here. Back with more Cardinal basketball after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back to Carthage High School as your Webb City Cardinals set to play the Ray-Peck Panthers here in the semifinal action of the 78th Annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational. And the Cardinals looking to continue some progress as they had a solid victory last night. Had some trouble shooting in that first half, 7 for 26, but came back with a solid second half, and more importantly, didn't turn over the ball in the second half. I had a chance to visit with Coach Jason Horn just a little earlier, so let's go to the Coaches Show with Jason Horn. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. And good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show. Scott Boudreau along with the head coach Jason Horn as the Cardinals continue in the 78th Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational, fresh off a opening 55-52 win last night, and you're right back at it tonight, Coach. Familiar opponent in some respects in Ray-Peck.
Yeah, they've got a really talented team. We were fortunate enough to come away with a victory last year, and it was really a signature victory for us early in the season. You know, it's one of those teams that you're not familiar with. They're coming out of the Kansas City area. They see a lot of big-time teams with big-time athletes. So it's always good to go against an opponent that's been tested like they are, and they have really good athletes in their own right. So it is a good challenge for our kids, and this will be another good game for us to, you know, see what things we need to clean up and improve on, and another chance for our kids just to get used to that speed of the varsity game.
The great thing about basketball sometimes is that there's 4 quarters or 2 halves. Couldn't have shot it maybe much worse than you did in the first half. Came back in the second half, but the defense stayed at a high level throughout the game, and I thought that was the difference last night. And then you started making some shots.
Yeah, we had good looks in the first half. We just didn't capitalize. Might have been a step slow with a pass, or maybe just the delivery of the pass threw us off a little bit. We wanted to encourage the kids to continue to shoot because we thought they were taking good shots. They just weren't falling for us. And then the big thing is defense travels. We talked about that before the game. If we keep our intensity and our effort up defensively and not let offensive mistakes or missed shots affect us, we think we can compete with anyone on our schedule. And again, we have a number of guys that are getting their first varsity action. So that speed, I thought they did a good job adjusting, especially in the second half. Maybe the closeouts that were bothering them in the first half didn't bother them quite as much in the second half. They had gotten used to what they were seeing, and they were loading up a little bit quicker and catching shot ready.
Tonight you face a team that likes to play man. You faced a 2-3 zone. From a coaching perspective, that's actually a good thing because now you get to teach on the fly one more time.
Yeah, you know, we've had 8 really good days of practice with all of our players. We anticipated seeing a zone with Fort Smith, but we spent a lot of time working on our man-to-man concepts and our quick hitters also. So I want to see, you know, how the kids react to a different defense. These guys are really going to get in your face and pressure the ball. They're going to play on the line, up the line in passing lanes and try to shoot passing lanes. So we need to do a good job of reading our defender, knowing when to back cut, when to curl hard, all things that we've spent 8 days with the whole group working on. And, you know, I think it's an opportunity for our 2 seniors to, you know, potentially break out and show what they're capable of doing as far as scoring the basketball and facilitating for the other guys.
Finally, Coach, what are the keys to victory for the Cardinals tonight?
Well, we got to limit the turnovers. We cannot have a start like we did in the first half, turning the ball over 9 times. We really need to value the basketball in that regard. We got to do a better job on the defensive rebounds. Today we were a little outsized, and I thought in stretches we did a good job blocking out, but there were times where, you know, we were just trying to out-jump people, and that's a recipe for disaster. But if we can value the ball, keep the ball moving, not get stagnant with it, make good reads on offense, and then play defensively the way we did last night, we'll give ourselves a chance.
Coach, thanks for the visit. We'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
Thank you.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Boys Basketball Invitational as the Webb City Cardinals set to take on the Ray-Peck Panthers here tonight. Ray-Peck a 61-37 winner over Nevada. And we just saw the conclusion of the previous game to this one as the Nevada Tigers beat the Cardinals' opponent from last night, the Fort Smith Southside Mavericks, handily. As the Cardinals get ready for this one, as I said earlier, it's a familiar opponent in Ray-Peck. They've played him, this will be the 3rd time in as many years in this tournament. A loss to the Panthers in 22, but a 55-51 victory last year. Hard-fought game that was. So they know a little bit about the style of these Panthers, and but it's very much a contrast to what they saw last night when they expected to see a lot of 2-3 zone. I think this is one of those games where you'll see Holton Keith and Eli Pace, the 2 starting senior guards, be able to get downhill, get to the bucket, get their shots, and open up some plays, facilitate their teammates, Trey Turner, Dalton Riggs, Slade Hurd. Hurd got hot late in that game and kind of helped the Cardinals do the things they wanted to do. And let's go ahead and talk about our keys to the game before we give you the starting lineups. Our keys to winning are sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/MosoMerit and apply today. Our countdown to tip-off brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. But here's Will with, give me a couple of keys to winning tonight.
Well, I think one of the main keys is on the defensive side, you got to get rebounds. You can't give this very good Ray-Peck team extra shots. And then offensively, we saw it last night, don't turn the ball over. We saw a lot of really good success from the Cardinals. They only turned it over twice in that second half, which was a big reason as to why they were able to win that game. So I think a lot of it is don't give this team any extra opportunities. When you get the ball in your hands, hold on to it. Don't let them take it away from you. And when you do have the ball, don't turn it over and give it right back to them.
And appreciate that, Will. And the Cardinals and the Ray-Peck Panthers going through their final warm-ups. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups. First for the Ray-Peck Panthers, it'll be a 6-foot senior Elijah Watts, a 6'6" senior Cannon Northcraft, a 6'5" senior Jackson Graham, a 6'1" senior Peyton Owens, and a 6'3" junior Brendan Perry. The head coach is George Good. He's assisted by Dramika Griggs, Gavin Russell, and Dallas Leibarger. As the Cardinals will return with the same lineup to start with that we saw last night. It'll be a 6-foot junior Trey Turner, a 6-foot junior Slade Hurd, a 6'1" senior Eli Pace, another 6'1" senior Holton Keith, and a 6'2" junior Dalton Riggs. The head coach of the Webb City Cardinals is Jason Horn. He's assisted by Jacob Shrigley, Mackenzie Sams, Alex Pickett, and Colton McKee. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive. Cardinals will be dressed in their blue uniforms tonight with red numbers and letters. Panthers will come in the home whites here tonight with gold letters with black trim on the uniforms here, and should be a great matchup here tonight as the Cardinals try to improve on last night's victory and eliminate a few mistakes here and there, but we'll see if they can stay up with a talented Ray-Peck team, and again, a team with some similar height as what they saw last night. We'll see what the athleticism of this team, probably a little bit higher in some respects than what they saw last night, so they'll have to guard well and stay out of foul trouble early as the Cardinals get set here. And Coach Jason Horn's given his final instructions to his starting group, and they'll huddle near the Cardinal bench. Ray-Peck Panthers doing the same with their head coach right now, and Holton Keith will make his way to the center circle to jump it up, and we'll see who his counterpart will be on the other side. It looks like it'll be Jackson Graham, and Keith wins the tap. Gets it to Eli Pace. He'll bring it across the timeline. Slade Hurd open for a three. Fires it. And short off the front iron and out of bounds. Goes right back to the Panthers. Cardinals will show their 1-2-2 press, which was so effective last night. We'll see how the Panthers try to handle it. They get it to Watts. Now inside they go, and a quick foul on Riggs as he was late covering Northcraft. And that's the guy you got to deal with inside. He goes 6'6". He's a senior. He's got experience. Knocked out of bounds. First foul on Riggs. And the Cardinals tip it, and then Holton Keith trying to get it up the floor was fouled as well by one of the Panthers. The foul will go against Jackson Graham. Here comes Pace with it. Panthers pick up man-to-man full court. Graham on Pace. Gets it in the corner to Hurd. Fakes. Back to Pace for three. Off the mark. Rebound by Graham. Here comes Watts the other way. Being trapped by Turner. Now they get it back to Graham. Hands it off to Watts on the right side. Trapped there by Pace and Keith. And now coming down the lane with it. And that was Brendan Perry. He just challenged. Let's see if who they get on the Cardinals that time. It'll be Slade Hurd fouling him, trying to stop that drive that time. They had a good trap and able to find the open man as Perry goes to the free throw line for two here. We'll tell you about some of our sponsors: Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. First free throw was good. Second coming up. It's good as well. The Panthers lead the Cardinals 2-0. Sideline break. Turner gets it across the timeline. Guarded closely there. Now to Pace. Graham on him. Down the lane he goes. Inside in traffic. Tried to get it to Riggs. And then to Turner. And then Turner threw it away. Too tight of a passing opportunity there. You got to reset things there. Panthers guarding man-to-man. Total change from the zone the Cardinals saw last night. They'll play a little catch out front. Perry to Watts. Now back to Perry. Trapped there. Get it across to Watts. And in the corner for three. No good. And Good box out that time by Slade Hurd. And he gets Northcraft over the back. First foul on him. He's one of their top scorers, a guy you got to be worried about. A lot of seniors on this team. Pace brings it across against a man-to-man look. Gets to the left wing. Now to the baseline. Cross-court pass to Hurd. And Coach Horn's going to want a quick timeout. Doesn't like the way they're moving the basketball. We'll take it with you. Back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Welcome back to Carthage High School. 6:12 left here in the first quarter. It's 2-0. Ray-Peck Panthers over your Webb City Cardinals. Cardinals with a couple turnovers on their last two possessions. Now we'll try to trap again in their 1-2-2 look. Watts has it for the Panthers. Tried to throw it off of Pace. And they're going to say it hit Pace just enough. And Coach Horn going to make a substitution. Holden Johnson comes in for Dalton Briggs. Owens, now they go cross court. Northcraft back to Owens in the corner now for Graham. His shot short. Rebound by Mason Young, who came in for the Cardinals. Eli Pace brings it up the floor. Guarded closely there by Owens, but getting all the way to the cup and scoring. Pace for two. We're tied at 2 apiece. Turner with a near steal. Holton Keith gets a tie up, and it is going to be a jump ball. It'll go back to the Panthers. Nice trap at midcourt that time by the Cardinals. Graham throws it in. They get it across. Back to Owens now. Tried to pass it inside. Northcraft cut off by Mason Young. Great hustle play. Just got to keep putting your hands up the way these passes are being thrown right now. Owens throws it into Watts. Trapped at the top of the key and tied up once again. And we're going to have another jump ball, I believe. We'll see what Will King, our official, says. It is a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Cardinals as the Cardinals try to keep applying that pressure. Watts wasn't happy that time and expressed as much after the tie-up, but officials do a nice job of settling things down. Holton Keith will bring it up the floor. Watts to guard him. He wants to get downhill, behind the back dribble. And a push by Watts as Holton Keith was going to hit the cutting Trey Turner that time on the baseline. Jason Horn says, let's run a play here on the baseline out of bounds coming up. Eli Pace to throw it in and a box set. Little cross screen, get it out to Heath at the elbows. Pace, hook shot in for the two. He's got all four of the Cardinal points, 4-2 the lead, under 5 minutes to play in the first. Mason Young quickly fouls Brendan Perry that time on the sideline. It goes back to the Panthers. Fourth team foul already on the Cardinals. They get it into Watts. Over here to Owens. He's trapped and they're going to say that Pace, who touched the ball, came down on the sideline out of bounds, so it went off of him and back to the Panthers now. Watts being guarded by Keith. Cardinals looking to trap. Trey Turner had it for a moment. Watts got it back, gets through the traffic, and then the Cardinals started reaching. A busted play, and that's where you got to come back under control just for a moment, Will, if you're going to try to keep applying the pressure. But Watts going to go to the free throw line. It's the 5th team foul on the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals have done a good job getting into the trap and getting Ray-Peck in a bad position. They're just not finishing the trap. They're not getting the ball.
Got to make sure they get the rotation properly. First free throw good by Elijah Watts. Second one good. We're tied at 4. 4:32 left in the first. Turner comes down the left side. He's at the left wing with it, with Owens on him. Tried to cross him over. And now back to Holton Keith. He wants to get downhill all the way to the cup for 2. Nice finish that time by Holton Keith. He's got his first 2. 6-4 the Cardinals lead. Owens at the midcourt line gets it to Watts. You'd love him to keep throwing it horizontally, not inside. Cardinals get a deflection. Northcraft has it in the corner. He's going to throw it back court. And it'll go back over to the Cardinals on the backcourt violation. Again, 2 good traps on that sequence for the Cardinals. Pace throws it into Holton Keith. Cardinals lead it 6-4. And now he'll give it back to Pace, who will bring it across and run the play. A little weave action here. Turner to Holton Keith, looking for the backdoor lob. There's Trey Turner for 2. Great execution by the Cardinals. They practiced that all day earlier this week in part of their sequence of drills that they ran. I said all day, but I mean for several minutes. Great execution there. It's 8-4 Cardinals as they knocked it out of bounds on the baseline. Owens for 3, no good. Rebound Turner. He wants to push it. Northcraft on him. Holton Keith comes baseline, and he'll get a charge as Watts stood his ground that time, and Keith with a little too much power that time with the right shoulder. Good defensive posture by Watts as well. You got to figure it out in the early going here, how they're going to call this. A new Panther in the ball game. Try to get that number for you here in just a moment. They trap Watts at midcourt again. Here comes Owens. Now Northcraft back up top to Watts. Now to Graham. He tried to get through everybody, and the Cardinals stole it. Nice pickup by Mason Young. He got it to Pace, who brings it across midcourt. Wants to go downhill all the way to the cup, and he's fouled. Cardinals continue to attack the basket. Let's see if they get paid Owens or Northcraft for that foul. 4th team foul on the Panthers now. This one a shooting foul. They do get paid Owens on the foul this time. And the first free throw is good. Holden Johnson comes in. Slade Hurd returns as well. Second free throw good. 10-4 the Cardinals lead, and great deflection there as Eli Pace wasn't going to let Jordan Shockley throw it to the baseline. Watts has it now. He'll bring it across the timeline. Cardinals still in that 1-2-2 trap. A steal by Pace. Oh, tried to throw it ahead to Holton Keith, who wasn't looking at him, but he just threw it a little hot as well, and Pace will blame himself. It was the right idea. Panthers coming back up the floor with it. Watts with Holton Keith at the top of that trap, and Hurd now trapping with him. He throws it behind the midcourt line for the second over and back violation. Dalton Briggs returns. Johnson checks out for the Cardinals. They lead at 10-4 with 2:29 left here in the first quarter. Riggs to Mason Young. On the curl is Holton Keith. And he stepped out of bounds. Again, just minor mistakes, but preventing the Cardinals from extending the lead. They should have 2 more layups by now. I think Holton Keith was looking to score before he caught the pass. Assistant coach for the Panthers trying to show one of his guys how to break this 1-2-2 trap. Watts. Now they go cross court. Back to Watts. Eli Pace trapping him. And he tapped it off of Watts' calf and out of bounds. Outstanding defense by the Cardinals. Really causing havoc right now for these Panthers. Watts will check out. And we'll see Mekhi Fisher in the game, 5'8" freshman for the Panthers. Pace bringing it up against him. Fisher guarding. ISO play for Holton Keith. Gets all the way to the cup. Rolls in and out. 10-4 the Cardinals lead it. 1:45 left here in the first. Downhill gets Owens and puts in a little jumper for 2. Here comes Holton Keith. It's 10-6 Cardinals. 1:28 left in the first. In the corner, Dalton Riggs for 3. It's good. 13-6. Good execution there. He drew the defender to Keith and kicked it out to an open Riggs. He hit a 3 last night. Showed his prowess there. There's Northcraft on a nice entry pass that time. 13-8. They broke the press with ease that time. Eli Pace has it. Top of the key with a minute to go. Faked on the weave. Now Riggs for another 3 from the left wing. In and out. And here comes Northcraft the other way. They get it across court. Waiting for him is Riggs. Missed it, but Northcraft picked up the rebound. Cardinals just let him have an easy rebound there, and it's 13-10. Pace looking to bring it across. Gets downhill, inside pass to Mason Young, blocked. Riggs gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. He was fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Eli Pace comes over to check things with assistant coach McKee. And Riggs' first free throw is good. This junior's got a lot of promise, and more comfortable he gets with game speed at the varsity level, the better he's going to become throughout this year. Second free throw good. It's 15-10, 28 seconds left here in the first. Panthers get it inside, and Cardinals wanted to walk. And then a 3 made that time by Graham makes it 15-13. Here comes Pace in the corner to Hurd for 3 at the buzzer. Well, 2 seconds left. He got one more chance. And run out of time, but at the end of 1, it's the Cardinals 15, the Ray-Peck Panthers 13. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with second quarter action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Welcome back to Carthage High School, side of the 78th annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational. Your Webb City Cardinals lead 15-13 after the first quarter. It was 4-2 for a long time, and then the Cardinals went on a little run. Got it out to about an 8-point lead at one point. Ray-Peck came back and had a couple of easy buckets late, including a late three that the Cardinals wanted a travel call on the kick-out pass. But they're getting the turnovers they want from Ray-Peck. We'll see what kind of adjustments both coaches make as we go along here in the second quarters. Shockley gets it to Fisher. And now, whoa, he dropped it again. They keep trapping close to that mid-court line, and that is the third backcourt violation by the Panthers in this game. A little unusual to see that. Here comes Holton Keith with it. He's guarded by Perry. Down the lane he goes, left-hand layup. Just missing. Northcraft saved it in. Gets it up the floor and protecting the basketball that time, and then finishing in his own miss was Perry. And we're tied at 15. Trey Turner tried to get downhill. Now in the middle of the lane to Holden Johnson. His jumper no good. And here comes Graham down the floor to Northcraft. Jumper on the left baseline, no good. Hurd picked up the rebound and was swatted in the face inadvertently by Mackay Fisher. And we'll see if they have to come in for him. They'll send in Dalton Riggs. As we said, inadvertent swipe there, but enough to make him have to go to the locker room for now. Elijah Watts checks in for the Panthers. So Pace, Keith, Turner, Riggs, and Holden Johnson for the Cardinals. And Pace calls out the play, gets downhill. Riggs moved. He was set up in the corner. That's where the kick-out pass was supposed to go. And he came back up, fading a little towards the wing that time, and Pace threw it out of bounds. We're tied at 15. Watts trapped and picking up the loose ball and ahead to Keith for two. Great finish that time. Pace on the assist. Cardinals doing a lot of damage out of this 1-2-2 press. 17-15, they lead it. Watts trapped again. Gets it across this time to Perry. Back to Watts for three, it's good. Cardinals get it in quickly. Turner pushing it up the floor. Holden Johnson wants three. His shot in and out. Panthers coming the other way quickly. You know this is the pace they want to play at. Perry gets it out. Now Shockley, his shot no good. Rebound by Riggs. Pace will push it up to Keith. 18-17, the Panthers lead. Under 6 minutes left here in the first half. Holton Keith calls out the play. Graham guarding him. Flips it out to Turner. Now top of the key to Pace. And Northcraft knocked it out of bounds. They were trying to get it to Riggs inside. Oh! I think they're going to override this. One referee had it going back to the Panthers. I think it was deflected by Northcraft. And I don't think Riggs ever touched it, and that's what they conclude. A couple substitutions for the Panthers now. We'll see Kephart in the ball game now. Holton Keith to throw it in. Nice feed on the little slip screen. Slade Hurd gets an easy finish. Cardinals retake the lead 19-18, and Holden Johnson called for the reach that time. Fouls Peyton Owens. Well, first team foul of the second quarter on the Cardinals. Watts has it, wants to get down the lane. Holden Johnson, the last guy there, and Hurd then fouled after Johnson passed it to Owens. Went up for the layup. Hurd able to stop him from getting the easy layup, but Cardinals a little out of position that time. 2 shots coming up for Mr. Owens. We'll tell you about some of our sponsors. They include the Big Nickel, ProLube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. First free throw no good, second one coming up. And it's in and out, but rebound by Kephart. He loses it, but gets it back. Knocked out of bounds by Mason Young. Let's see if the Cardinals get back in their trap. They throw it in the backcourt. Perry gets it to Watts. He kicks it, and Mason Young comes up with the loose ball. Now Pace has it. They get it across to Young. Now to Turner on that right wing. They'll bring it up top. Man-to-man defense all the way by these Panthers. Turner swiped that by Owens that time, but they're going to get him for a reaching foul. Turner was about to make a little one-on-one move there to try to get his shot going. Coach Jason Horn calls out the play on the baseline out of bounds coming up. Cardinals will spread the Panthers this time. They screen. And now a slip by Holton Keith. Beautiful feed from Eli Pace. Cardinals fooled him with the action that time on the screen and curl. 21-18, the Cardinals lead it. Oh, that should be double dribble. Watts has it now. Swiped that, and he's tied up by 3 Cardinals. And now a long cross-court pass over there to Owens. He wants to get downhill. And that's Perry. He has shown a preference to try to get downhill. He thinks he was shooting. I think they're going to say it's a baseline out of bounds. Shockley to throw it in. Cardinals leading 21-18, 4:20 left here in the first half. Cross-court pass stolen by Pace. Has Watts ahead. He'll go all the way to the cup. Lays it up, no good. Here come the Panthers the other way. Lose the basketball for a moment. And then putting it in was Jackson Graham. 21-20 the Cardinals lead. Cut back to 1. Cardinals want to run a little fist action here. Holton Keith with the basketball. Cross court to Turner. Inside to Mason Young. Had it stolen. Never had his dribble. Ball's loose. And Turner, unwisely that time, grabbed the arm of Watts. Watts will help you if you just kind of stay in front of him a little bit. He's been a little bit loose with the basketball. They go back to the Panthers. Perry has it. Cross court to Watts. In the corner to Kephart for 3. No good. Rebound by Holton Keith. He'll bring it up the floor. Wants to go one-on-one all the way to the cup. Puts it up, and he's fouled. Challenge Graham and Perry both that time. He'll earn a pair of free throws out of it. We'll tell you that Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agencies, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 417-673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com. First free throw no good by Holton Keith. Second one rattles in. It's 22-20 Cardinals, 3:15 left here in the second quarter. Watts has it. Trying to get it across the midcourt line. Cardinals have him trapped. Now they get it inside and bounces off a couple of shoulders, Northcraft's shoulder, and then Eli Pace comes up the floor with it for the Cardinals. Gets it out to Turner. Inside to Mason Young. He's wide open. Challenged, had his shot blocked, put it back up again, and he's fouled. Looked like he was going to be open for an easy layup, but Panthers collapsed on him quickly. And he'll go to the free throw line as we continue to tell you that Snodgrass Collision Center sponsoring this broadcast. They serve the area and support our local schools located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, specializing in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. First free throw good by Young. And a second one good. Gives the Cardinals a 24-20 lead with 2:48 left here in the second quarter. They're trapping Watts again. He'll get it up the floor to Perry. Back to Watts. Cardinals trap him there. He's on the floor and out of bounds. That's what I was talking about earlier, Will. If you just give him a little extra pressure, we've seen that Watts has turned it over several times in this first half.
Yeah, well, we know Ray-Pec, they like to play fast, but it's really hard to play fast if you're constantly getting pressured, which is what this Webb City team is doing. They're doing a great job of it.
24-20, the Cardinals lead it. Lob play and missing the dunk. Holden Keith on a perfect pass. Watts trapped again. Gets it up top. Now on the right wing and putting up a shot. No good. They get it back out to Watts for three. His shot no good and ripped out of bounds by Graham. It'll go back to the Cardinals. Boy, that's a second lob play they've had, Will, and no excuse for Holden Keith. He was up above the rim. You don't expect him to miss many at that point blank range. Here comes Pace with it for the Cardinals. Gets down the middle of the lane. His shot up, no good, but he's fouled. What Eli Pace does so well is he'll split defenders. Rarely will you catch him in a situation where he's just going to run over someone. He has that savvy and ball handling capability that is just at a high level and draws the foul there. Now a couple of free throws for him coming up. Their first one is good.
Well, Scott, one of the good things back to Eli Pace, he's got a really good hesitation step that he does a lot. He gets those defenders to stop for just a second, and then he just goes right in between them.
Second free throw, no good. 25-20 the lead for the Cardinals, and a steal by Turner. Up the floor to Mason Young, tips it to himself, gets down the lane, missed the shot. Holden Keith and Watts fighting for the rebound. Watts comes up with it, lost his dribble. Now they get it to Boyd. Now back to Perry. Now to Boyd. In the corner they go to Shockley. Stolen. Holden Johnson up the floor. Turner gives it to Holden Keith. Back to Turner. Back to Holden Keith one more time. And that's going to be an intentional foul as Brody Wood just clotheslined after a couple of good fakes by Holden Keith. And Coach George Good saying to his player, probably a little unnecessary there. So he'll get the two free throws on the shot here, and then the Cardinals will get the basketball back as well. Supporting Webb City Cardinals is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets to all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, funerals. Find out more about Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. Call 417-673-3780. And you can download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone apps at kneo.org. Holden Keith missed both free throws. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Ball goes back to the Cardinals. They had a great opportunity there to extend this 5-point lead. Pace to throw it in up top to Mason Young. On the weave to Keith, and he nearly palmed it. Then they finally get him for it. Indecision that time cost him. Cardinals feel like they can keep putting the defensive pressure on, keep creating these turnovers as they have in this first half. Be anxious to see what the number is. There's another errant pass. Cardinals' Mason Young comes up with it. Here comes Eli Pace with it. 1 minute to go in the first half. Cardinals leading 25-20. Quick hands that time by Perry. Knocked away the pass of Eli Pace. Be a sideline out of bounds for the Cardinals. Coming hard to the basketball, Keith. Guarded there by Fisher. Here comes Holton Keith downhill. Gets in the lane, loses his footing, gets a shot up and in. Thought he was going to walk with it, but he got control. Kept that pivot foot down. 27-20 the Cardinals lead. 35 seconds left in the first half. Watts loses the ball again and then fouls Holton Keith. They call a travel on the Cardinals. Coach Jason Horn says just play on, guys. And that's one good thing you want to always teach these guys. Just play to the next play. Doesn't matter what happened last one. Fisher for a long three goes out of bounds. Didn't hit anything that time. And the Cardinals want a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with you. Back here with more Cardinal basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. Scott Boudreau along with Will Hedrick. Tim Workman give us some stats here at halftime as well. We're in the 78th annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational. Cardinals playing Raymore-Peculiar Panthers in the semifinal action here. Cardinals lead at 27-20. A good timeout here for Coach Horn, if nothing else. With 19.7 seconds left, Will, you're just trying to simulate what it would be like if this was a game-ending situation. Of course, you want to score in these last 19 seconds, but good situational basketball to try to see if the Cardinals can get great execution on what they hope is the final play of the half.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see time ticking down here, see what they do.
Holton Keith walks it up slowly and gets across the timeline. On the weave to Eli Pace. Back to Keith. Downhill he goes, gets two great screens and puts it in. Oh my! They call a travel. Shot no good, under a second to go. And the last heave by the Panthers is no good. At the half, it's the Webb City Cardinals 27, Raymore-Peculiar Panthers 20. Come back with our halftime show brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. After this, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. Webb City Cardinals lead the Ray-Peck Panthers 27-20 in a back-and-forth first half, and we just got verification from a guy who was on the scene in 1974. Our good friend Rick Utter confirmed the Cardinal notes from Tim Workman that in 1974, Jim Maxwell's rebound with 23 seconds remaining, Webb City took a 68-67 win over Mount Vernon. Maxwell finished with 20 points. He was the brother of Tom Maxwell. Terry Brake had 14 in that game. John Wynn and John Bailey had 12 each. And then Robert Dorsey, going back to the Carterville Comets days, Will, had 26 in a game when they trounced Sarcoxie's Bears 62-44 in 1966. Danny Perry added 12, and the Wildcats broke open a tight game in the third quarter, rolling over Rocky Comfort 61-52. Star of that game, Gary Cantu with 16, and John Loudon followed up, totaling 15 points. And these Cardinals here tonight continuing to use defense because it hides a lot of other ugly things we've seen maybe on the offensive end, not always the finishes that maybe Coach Horn wants, but you can't argue with the defense the Cardinals have been playing.
Yeah, the Cardinals have been playing great defense. Anytime they've been able to set up their 1-2-2 trap, they've done a pretty good job putting pressure. It's just mainly those fast breaks that Ray-Peck is getting, mostly from missed shots on the Cardinals' end, that has really been giving the Cardinals trouble on defense. But other than those fast breaks, defensively, I mean, there's almost no holes or anything.
Yeah, they've hit a couple threes, but Cardinals done a nice job defensively. Our halftime brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. We'll take another 3-minute timeout, come back with second half action. After this, the Cardinals lead at 27-20 over the Ray-Peck Panthers. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals! Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. Cardinals lead at 27-20 over the Ray-Peck Panthers. Here's some first half stats for you. The Cardinals leading scorer Holton Keith with 9, Eli Pace with 7. Trey Turner has 2. Slade Hurd with 2 as well. 2 by Mason Young. Dalton Riggs with 5. Cardinals shot 39% in that first half. They turned the Panthers over 18 times to just 10 for the Cardinals, and they'd still like to cut that back as well. The Panthers were led in scoring by Elijah Watts with 5. He had a 3, and then Jackson Graham with 5 as well. Brennan Perry leading the way with 6. Cardinals lead at 27-20. And if the Cardinals can maintain the kind of defense they were playing in that first half and just execute a little bit better on the offensive end and finish some shots, I think they'll have a chance to continue their march towards victory here tonight. Eli Pace gets it into Holton Keith on the handoff. Over to Dalton Riggs. Back to Pace. The Cardinals want to reset the shot. There's Pace in the lane. Back to Holton Keith. He gets down the lane, lost it, got it to Turner. Now Turner calling out to play. In the corner to Holton Keith. Down the baseline he goes. In the corner to Pace. To Riggs. Double teamed and lost it. Never got a good shot up. Here come the Panthers the other way. And scoring easily as the Cardinals didn't get back defensively that time. As Perry makes them pay. Hurd gets it to Keith on that left corner. Now brings it out to the left wing. Gets downhill. All the way to the cup for two and scores. They go to the free throw line for the and one here. Coach Horn continues to try to encourage these guys. Keep shooting the good shots. They'll go in, and particularly as it's just your second game. There's Holton Keith, short on the free throw. 29-22, the Cardinals lead it. Nearly knocked away from behind. Owens gets it to Jackson Graham, and Turner couldn't get into proper defensive posture there, commits the foul, trying to stop Graham going baseline. It'll be Panthers ball on the side. Owens to throw it in. Gets it top of the key to Watts. Cardinals showing a little 1-2-2 zone look here. All the way to the cup and missing, but rebounded by Northcraft. And that's the damage he can do if you let him overtake things, but that's why you got to box him out. See if the Cardinals want to make a quick substitution here. Northcraft going to go to the free throw line for two. We'll tell you about some of our sponsors: Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services. First free throw good by Northcraft. Second one in there as well, 29-24. Cardinals lead by 5. 6:48 left here in the third quarter. Pace with the basketball across the half-court line. Man-to-man defense. Now showing a little action inside. Turner lost it. Gets it to Pace. Now back to Keith. His jumper no good in the lane. He short-armed that little floater. Watts pushes it up to Northcraft. In position is Pace. And Watts picks up the loose ball. In the corner they go to Graham. Trapped there. Turner with the steal. He wants to get downhill. Two Panthers back. Turner puts it up. No good. And here come the Panthers the other way. End-to-end action. Owens all the way to the cup. And they're going to get Holton Keith for the foul. He tried to stand his ground, but they'll get him for the foul. A little sidestep that time by Owens. And maybe leaning. That's a third foul on Holton Keith. And one thing about these two seniors, Eli Pace and Holton Keith, there are times in a ball game that you're going to trust them a little bit. Maybe where you would pull a younger, inexperienced player. Two shots coming up here. First one good by Peyton Owens. Second free throw in there as well, 29-26. The lead cut to 3, under 6 minutes to go here in the third. Eli Pace has it for the Cardinals. Gets down the lane to Dalton Riggs in the corner, and he slipped on the baseline. We need some stick 'em on those shoes, Will. That's a couple of Cardinals now that have slipped trying to stop. Now Mason Young will check in for Dalton Riggs. And the Cardinals want the floor looked at because certainly don't want a repeat of that near the baseline. Cardinals show their 1-2-2 trap. Watts gets it cross court to Owens. Now in the corner and putting a shot up. No good. Rebound by Holden Johnson, who checked in. Pace has it. Gets down the middle of the lane. Slipped past Mason Young. Wasn't ready for it and lost it. Here come the Panthers. Only Turner back. And a wild pass. Peyton Owens came up with it. And Pace and Owens fighting for the rebound. I believe it'll be a jump ball back to the Panthers. Good job there by Pace to come up with the tie-up. It's going to go back to the Panthers. Baseline out of bounds. Owens to throw it in. And almost a 5-second call to get it to Perry on that right wing. Now to Watts. Top of the key. Turner and Pace guarding. In the corner, down the baseline comes Owens. Now back out to Watts for three. His shot deflected. Who wants the rebound? And Owens comes up with it. Down the lane and no good. A little contact there, but they'll say it was equal. Here comes Holton Keith. In the corner to Turner. He drives baseline, goes up and loses it. Everybody loose with the basketball right now. Watts all the way downhill, and they'll wipe off. Everybody on the Panthers sideline wanted a little continuation play, but it'll be a baseline out of bounds after the foul. And if that's on Holton Keith, that's his fourth. Yeah, he's got to know you can't be reaching for that. He'll check out for the rest of this quarter, see what the Cardinals can do without him. Pace guarding the inbounds, tips it and steals it. Gets through a couple of Panthers. One of them catching an elbow from him as he got through there was Owens, I believe. Might have caught it right in the lower jaw that time. He's holding his chin. Pace will throw it into Turner. Riggs checked in for Holton Keith. Turner being guarded by Watts. Gets it to Pace. Now to Holden Johnson, flips it back to Pace. Getting downhill is Pace, little jumper, blocked. They push it up ahead to Owens. He didn't have enough room to make the layup, and he stepped out of bounds. Well, end-to-end action, Will, but we're still at 29-26 Cardinals, 4:17 left. Nobody's scored in the last minute plus. Here comes Eli Pace with it for the Cardinals. The Panthers trying to clog that middle right now against the dribble drive offense of the Cardinals. There goes Turner downhill. Pace has it on the baseline. Cross court to Mason Young. Fakes, gets down the lane, and puts up the shot. No good, but good aggressive play there by Mason Young. Coach Horn wants to talk to Trey Turner while Young goes to the free throw line. And we'll tell you about some more of our sponsors: the Big Nickel, Prolude Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, and Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, and Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College. A couple of Panthers check out. We'll get you a couple of new players here in just a moment, one of which is Brody Wood. Northcraft back in there as well. Free throw good. It's 31-26 Cardinals. 3:50 left here in the third. Cardinals in their trap. Watts gives it baseline, goes Owens. He was trapped and once again fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for two more. Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, is located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 417-673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com. Second free throw good, 31-28. The Cardinals lead it, 3:40 left here in the third. Mason Young goes down the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Brody Wood of the Panthers. Let's see what kind of baseline out of bounds play the Cardinals want to run. They've scored on 2 of the 3. There's a corner shot for Holden Johnson. In and out on the 3-point attempt. Getting back quickly, the Cardinals, Johnson and Riggs. Now Perry puts up a 3, and we're tied at 31. Cardinals looking for some consistent offense. Watts guarding Mason Young. He fouls him. That'll be the 4th team foul on Ray-Peck. Cardinals with 5. It'll be a sideline out of bounds play for the Cardinals opposite their bench. Trey Turner to throw it in the backcourt to Eli Pace. This is where your senior leadership from Pace could be really key right now. Mason Young has it in the corner. Back to Pace, now to Turner. Top of the key to Riggs. Now to Turner. Trap. Now they get it into Holden Johnson. Goes the cup for 2. Nice shot up the left window that time by Holden Johnson on the finish. Good interior passing. Cardinals regain the lead, 33-31. Watts has it. Trapped by Young and Pace. Knocked away, and they're going to get a push. Watts fell to the floor that time. The Cardinals perfectly happy every time the Panthers throw that pass horizontally back and forth, because that's where they've gotten their steals. They had 3 backcourt calls in the first half trying to make that pass. Watts going to go to the free throw line here. Cardinals over the limit on fouls. Misses the first. Cardinals leading 33-31. 2:41 left here in the third quarter. Second free throw long. Good box out by Pace against Watts, the shooter. And he comes the other way. Gets it to Turner for 3 on the left wing. In and out. Rebound by Kephart. Panthers want to push. Here comes Owens against Riggs. Shot up. Rolls out. Rebound and put in as Owens with the finish, and we're tied at 33 again. Cardinals getting some good looks from 3. Haven't knocked them down in this third. Young has it knocked out of his hand. Coach Jason Horn reminding these guys, some of them first time on the varsity floor for the Cardinals, got to be tough with the basketball. You get it into Turner. Turns, gets it to Riggs. Now back to Turner on that left wing to Holden Johnson, top of the key. In the corner to Young, and he had Watts in front of him, and he ran him over. And right now, Coach Horn saying, let's make sure we take good shots. He wants Turner to be maybe a little more aggressive, taking some of his shots. We're tied at 33 inside 2 minutes. Young at the top of the press now as Holden Keith on the bench with 4 fouls. Cross court they go to Watts. Now Kephart with it. Cross court to Owens for 3. His shot in and out. Rebound over the back of Young. Owens came up with the basketball. Young was falling backwards. That's why he was able to get it without fouling, and he'll go back to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, specializing in complete body and frame repair, 4-wheel alignment, paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. Second free throw, no good. Ray-Peck has its first lead since I think their 1-0 lead early in the game, but there's a 3 by Riggs to answer, and the Cardinals take it back to a 2-point lead, 36-34, and Turner reaches, and he'll send Watts right back to the free throw line with 1:22 left here in the third. If he keeps his hands at his side there and just lets Watts run over him, I think he probably gets the charge there, Will.
Yeah, needs to be just a little bit smarter with his hands. No doubt that's what Coach Horn was over there telling them.
That's now 4 fouls on Turner, so 2 of the 5 starters for the Cardinals with 4 fouls. 1:22 left here. First free throw by Watts was good. Looking to tie it with this one. Off the back iron, rebound by Pace. Cardinals still lead 36-35. Mason Young in the corner to Riggs for 3. He made his last one and he made another one. 39-35. Riggs with the hot hand from the left corner. 1:08 left here. The Cardinals continue the solid defense here. Euro step in the lane and missing was Owens that time. Couple of Cardinals fighting for it. It went off of Brody Wood, and it'll go back to the Cardinals with 58 seconds left here in the third. There's been no quit in the defensive side of the Cardinals. That's how they've maintained the ability to keep the Panthers from getting any kind of lead. They bounce it into Holden Johnson. He wants to go up, and he was fouled by Brody Wood. And Holden Johnson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots here. Proudly supporting the Cardinals, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th in Joplin. For more information, call 417-782-0829 or online at bdrcpas.com. Second free throw no good. Cardinals lead at 40-35. 30 seconds to go. Watts all the way down the lane for 2. Turner will get it in quickly to Eli Pace. See if the Cardinals want to hold for 1. Coach Horn says, let's hold it. 20 seconds and counting. Pace has the basketball. And let's see what they do. Pace will go here with 8 seconds. 40-37, the Cardinals lead it. They get it to Turner on the ISO. Down the lane he goes, puts up the shot. Off the front of the rim, no good. At the end of 3, it's your Webb City Cardinals 40. Raymore-Peculiar Panthers 37. Back with fourth quarter action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. It's the semifinal of the 78th Annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational. Your Webb City Cardinals lead the Raymore-Peculiar Panthers 40-37 as we head to the fourth quarter. And another semifinal coming up after this one. It'll be the Carthage Tigers and the Carl Junction Bulldogs. Carthage winning handily last night, and CJ in a double overtime thriller beat Joplin. And we'll see what ensues after this. And Cardinals will have the basketball to start this fourth quarter. Holton Keith back out there. He's playing with 4 fouls. And that Trey Turner is as well. He'll start the fourth quarter on the bench. Eli Pace being guarded. Now Holton Keith has it. They'll play a little catch up top. Now they'll run their set play. Hurd throws it away. Perry down the lane he goes for 2. Holton Keith couldn't afford to guard him much or risk picking up that 5th foul. 40-39, the Cardinals lead down to 1 again. Hurd in the corner, gets it to Keith. Inside to go to Johnson, and he's fouled by Wood once again. And the Cardinals, Holden Johnson to the free throw line, makes his first. 41 to 39. Lead back to 2.
We got to reconnect Skype. The internet went down.
41 to 39. The Cardinals lead it.
I have no Skype. There's no broadcast. You need to call back on Skype.
Coming up. It's coming up right now.
Okay, got you back.
42 all on a 3 by Brendan Perry. 7 minutes left here. They get it inside to Hurd. Hurd kicks it out to Riggs for 3. In and out. Riggs bounces it off of Northcraft, but he maintains possession. Watts, full court pass. Picked up by Perry. His shot no good. Rebound, Riggs and Graham fighting for it. And a jump ball called. It'll go back to the Panthers. We're tied at 42. Pace gets a steal in the backcourt, brings it across, gets around Watts, who fouled him. And it'll be the first foul of the fourth quarter on the Panthers. Cardinals with a close win last night, 55-52 over Fort Smith Southside Mavericks. Beat these same Ray-Peck Panthers last year, 55-51. They get it into Holton Keith. He kicks it out to Johnson, fakes, shoots, and the ball gets stuck on the rim. And it'll go back to the Cardinals on the alternate possession. So fortunate break there for the Cardinals. We're tied at 42. Eli Pace to throw it in. A little cross screen action, and Holton Keith's shot blocked by Northcraft. Here come the Panthers the other way. Northcraft down the lane on the pass from Perry. He's fouled by Holden Johnson. Coach Horn asking the guy, one of the officials, if Northcraft was leading with his left to push off Holden Johnson. 42 all, 6:11 left here in the contest. Northcraft's free throw in and out. First team foul on the Cardinals in this quarter. Ray-Peck with 2. Second free throw coming up. It's good. And the Panthers take the lead, 43-42. Holton Keith will bring it across midcourt for the Cardinals, set up the play. Gets it to Eli Pace. Screen by Hurd. Now Pace being guarded by Perry. Gets it back to Hurd. In the corner to Dalton Riggs for 3. His shot long. Watts comes up with the rebound. Wants to push ahead. Here comes Perry. Feeds it inside to Northcraft. And Holden Johnson fouls him from behind. Cardinals getting beat in transition right now. Biggest story in this quarter so far. And then just haven't been able to knock down the shots on the offensive end. Northcraft back to the free throw line, misses the first free throw. Mason Young and Trey Turner check in. Slade Hurd and Johnson check out. Turner with 4 fouls, Holton Keith with 4 fouls. Second free throw, no good. Rebound picked up by Holton Keith. And a 1-point lead still for the Panthers, 43-42. Pace with it, calls out the play. Gets it to Turner on the left wing. Little zone look here, and they get it inside to Holton Keith. His shot no good. Didn't go up with the power normally you'd see. Here comes Watts all the way down the lane and scores. Again, Holton Keith, who was guarding him, had to just kind of let him go at the last minute. 45-42 as the Panthers take a 3-point lead, and they'll stay in this 1-3-1 zone look. Get it to Riggs. Now knocked away and picked up by Pace. And Coach Horn wants a timeout to talk about how to attack this zone defense. We'll take it with you back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. Scott Boudreau along with Will Hedrick, Tim Workman, Jan Workman, giving us our stats and talking about it during the break here is the Ray-Peck Panthers have taken a 45-42 lead. They've dropped into a zone defense, really causing havoc against these Cardinals. So Coach Horn with a timeout here to reset things. They should be able to attack that baseline if they stay in this 1-3-1 look. And we'll see if they go back to a man defense, which is what they're most known for, or if they go ahead and drop back into that zone. Cardinals have a baseline out of bounds here. Eli Pace will throw it in. And he throws it right to one of the Panthers who bounces it off of Dalton Riggs' shin. And I think the pass was late. It goes back to the Panthers. Here comes Watts up the floor with it. Cardinals in their 1-2-2 trap. Still in the backcourt. Perry has it. Cross court to Watts. He wants to get downhill. Stopped there by Turner. Now Young guarding him as well. Young knocks it away and Turner picks it up. Turner getting downhill in the corner to Riggs. And not sure what, but had a stoppage of play here. And whatever the reason for the stoppage of play, it's going to be Cardinals basketball in front of their bench. They throw it into Keith, who will bring it across the midcourt. Watts guarding him. They're back in that zone defense. Little matchup look. Pace to Riggs for three. His shot in and out. Follows good by Holton Keith. Cuts the lead to one, 45-44. Panthers lead the Cardinals. 3:55 left here in the fourth. Trapped by Pace and Holton Keith. And did it go out of bounds or did we get a timeout? Timeout called by the Panthers. We'll take it with you. Back here in 30 seconds, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. Scott Boudreau along with Will Hedrick, Tim Workman, Jen Workman working the stats for us. Roberta Foster back at our studios running master controls with 3:51 left here in the fourth quarter in the semifinal game of the 78th annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational. Ray-Peck Panthers lead 45-44. Panthers with the basketball. They get it into Watts. Trapped there by Keith and Pace. Now they get it across to Owens. Cross-court pass to Perry. He's been their scorer here in the second half. Back to Owens. Spins. Shuffles his feet. Gets a shot up and in. 47-44, the Panthers lead it. 1-3-1 zone look here from the Panthers. See if the Cardinals can solve the mystery here. Holton Keith to Pace, now to Turner. Inside they go. Knocked away from Riggs. And Holden Johnson going to check in for Trey Turner. Still protecting him with 4 fouls. Pace to throw it in for the Cardinals. Little cross screen action, got to get it in. He does to Holton Keith. Watts on him. See if the Cardinals can solve this zone that Panthers have put on here in this fourth quarter. Inside to go, Holden Johnson fouled by Northcraft. And that's what you have to do. You've got to get it inside and attack the back of the zone there. Northcraft, the only one back there, had to foul Johnson. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Second foul on Northcraft. Holden Johnson makes the first. Mason Young in there now as well. See if Coach Horn wants to go a little offense defense here. 47-46. Johnson knocks down the second free throw. They trail by 1, the Cardinals. Keith and Young on the trap. And then cross-court pass. Beautiful execution there. Perry got it to the diving Owens for 2. 49-46, the Panthers lead. Riggs down the baseline. Tried to get it to Johnson. Now a layup coming. And a jam by Perry. Up the floor with it quickly is Holton Keith. Down the lane he goes and misses the left-hand layup. 51-46. Cardinals playing a little loose right now. 2:14 left. Watts trapped. Now they get it to Perry. In the corner is Owens. He tried to throw it off one of the Cardinals. Did he step out of bounds? Nope, they're going to say it went off one of the Cardinals. Slade Hurd set to check back in for Dalton Riggs. Cardinals trail by 5. 2 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter. 51-46, the Panthers lead. Watts gets it to Northcraft. Back to Perry for 3. His shot off the mark, and it'll be off Northcraft. Goes back to the Cardinals. Cardinals got to find a way to score on this possession to get it close. And Coach Horn wants a timeout. We'll take it with you. With the Cardinals trailing 51-46 back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Welcome back to Carthage High School at the 78th Annual Carthage Boys Basketball Invitational semifinal action. Ray-Peck Panthers lead the Webb City Cardinals 51-46 in the fourth quarter. Cardinals know that they've got to score on every possession and get a couple of stops if they want to have a shot to win this one. 1:45 left here in the ball game. Cardinals led most of the way until the Panthers tied it at 42. Then they put on this zone defense here in the fourth quarter. Has really bothered the Cardinals. Now we'll see if Cardinals can maintain their poise and moxie here and score the design play coming out of the timeout. Pace brings it across the timeline. Gets it to Holton Keith. Now to Hurd. Over to Pace, looking for the backdoor lob, and scoring is Holton Keith. Good patience that time. 51-48. Cardinals trail by 3. Panthers coming the other way. Watts has it. Trapped by Pace and Holton Keith. I think they're going to get Pace on the foul. It's his first, so he's got some to give. Cardinals looking for a steal or a stop. Trail at 51-48, minute 16 left. Another trap. Here comes the pass inside to Northcraft. Another beautiful find by Perry. 53-48. Holton Keith gets it to Pace. Perry guarding him now. Still in the zone are the Panthers. Mason Young has it now. Tries to get it in the corner to Holden Johnson, but knocked away by Owens. The Cardinals will have a sideline out of bounds play. Pace to Keith. Now back to Eli Pace. They got to play with some urgency now. 48 seconds. Holton Keith all the way down the lane. Blocked, but fouled by Northcraft. It'll be his third foul, I believe it is. 42 seconds left in the ball game. Holton Keith needs both these free throws, and then the Cardinals need a defensive stop. Had a double overtime victory by the Bulldogs last night. See if the Cardinals can come back and make it interesting here. He makes the first. Second free throw coming up. It's good. 53-50. The Panthers lead it. Watts bringing it up quickly. Coming loose and throws it. Oh, no, he walked with it. He slipped as he tried to get it across court. He was going to throw it away anyway. And the Cardinals will bring Trey Turner back in. You don't have to go for 3 just yet. You trail by 3, 53-50. Holton Keith will bring it up for the Cardinals. Gets it to Pace. If you have a good look at 3, you'll take it. Hurd capable shooting it. So is Turner. Pace has it on the left wing, back up top. And Coach Horn wants a timeout with 23.6 seconds left. We'll take it with you back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. Scott Boudreaux along with Will Hedrick, Tim Workman, Jan Workman on the stats for us. 53-50, the Panthers lead it. Cardinals have possession with 23.6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. You don't have to go for 3 here. I think you got to go for the first available good shot. They get it into Turner. Back to Holton Keith. Guarded by Watts. They got to go right now. In the corner to Pace. Now Turner, back to Pace, knocked out of bounds. Panthers going to overplay that 3 right now. You may have to reverse the basketball to get a good look. Now Keith has it, 13 seconds, 10 seconds. Pace, Holton Keith to Turner for three. His shot blocked. Cardinals will get it back with 7.6 seconds. I wouldn't mind a ball fake there and see if you get fouled on the three. They'll bring in Dalton Riggs. See if they can run a play to get a three-point look. They get it into Pace. Got to get somebody in the corner. Pace for three at the buzzer. It's short, and the Cardinals will fall 53-50. A scramble there late. And the Panthers win this one 53-50. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Back with our post-game show after this. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals! Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Second half, and we're really bothered by the zone defense of the Panthers, particularly in that fourth quarter. Had difficulty finding ways to score, but you got to look at a three-point shot to tie it, to try to extend it into overtime, but just didn't get it to go. Eli Pace able to try to launch one there late with a second to go. We'll take another 3-minute timeout here and come back and visit with Coach Jason Horn. Our postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. Back here in 3 minutes, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin.
Welcome back to our postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, Crowder College. As I'm joined in our postgame by head coach Jason Horn. And Coach, a good start to this ball game for you guys. I thought you came out on fire defensively once again, and after some back and forth early, you guys started to kind of build the lead, do the things you wanted to do, creating turnovers early.
Yeah, I can't fault us for our effort. That's a really good team. We knew that coming in. You got a quick turnaround. I thought we did a good job in stretches, especially in the first half, executing. Got to limit the turnovers, on our end. And the first half, I thought we did a good job of pressuring them into things. Big key is staying out of foul trouble. We had a number of guys with, 3 and 4 fouls, and it just kind of took us out of what we wanted to do. I think we turned them over 17 times in the first half, and they finished with 24. And a lot of that's we had to back off at that point. So
yeah, I noted there was a couple of layups there in that fourth quarter by them that Holden Keith, carrying the 4 fouls, had to let the guy go just for that sake. Fourth quarter, they put a little zone look on you. How much did that bother you? How much was that just a difference in their game plan all of a sudden?
Honestly, I think they couldn't stay in front of us. They tried to slow us down going zone, and I thought we adjusted well. Dalton hit some shots. The big key was we just couldn't get stops and, get into transition by turning them over and get some easy looks. We were having to labor and take our time getting the ball into the half-court set. I thought we executed well there and had good looks and converted on a few of them. But down the stretch, we had a couple inbounds plays where we missed layups. That's early season stuff's going to happen to you. You just have to learn from it, and we will adjust and we'll get better. Again, I liked our makeup of the game. I thought as a whole, it would have been very easily to be intimidated after the way that team played yesterday. And, we had a tough game 2 for us. And, we came out and played really hard, and we made adjustments. The kids responded to those adjustments. Bottom line, we just didn't finish a couple of plays off.
Yeah, you go back and look at the fourth quarter and the second half shooting. That's really kind of the difference in the game. Just some shots that were falling for guys. But you had some young guys step up once again. I thought Holden Johnson gave you some good minutes.
He was great.
And made some free throws. Wasn't afraid to attack the basket. Mason Young gave you a stretch there in the fourth when you had to sit Holton Keith. And those guys are growing. I see it minute by minute. I know it's game action for you, but you can see these guys growing on the fly.
Yeah, that's going to be the key. Again, we know what Holton and Eli can do, and we're going to lean on them. But the question mark is the guys in the junior class that are stepping up and getting minutes right now, and then Mason being a sophomore. Exposing them to games like this is going to pay off, as we move through the season. Mason, great job. We rotated him multiple spots on our defense and on offense. And then Holden, he was great. He had some struggles yesterday, but he bounced back today. He does a tremendous job on defense of walling up. He's long, 6'4", but it's like he's 6'7" as long as he is, and he does a great job of playing vertical. When people are trying to attempt shots, he was really good at the free throw line, and he was good around the basket, drawing people. He has the right mindset. Some of our other guys have got to learn that, where he has no fear. He can miss 10 in a row, and it's not going to bother him. He's going to, the ball's in his hands, he's going to be ready to shoot it, and the good ones are like that. Duda was like that a year ago. If Holden really locks in and keeps working at it, he's got a chance to be a really good one.
Riggs with some big threes that got you back close as well. And again, I said this. I think I'm right because you and I have talked about this off the air. But a lot of times you're trying to imbue confidence into these guys because you don't mind if they take the shot. Go get the rebound if you miss, and take a good open shot, and you're fine with that every time.
They're working. They're putting shots up in the morning and after practice. You scared money doesn't win, and you have to believe in yourself. And if you believe it's going to go in, you've got a better chance of making it. And we talked to them before each game. And even before they come out of timeout, certain guys, we're trying to build them up, have confidence. If you're there, hands, feet ready, let it rip. And, those young guys are growing into that. We've got a lot of talent in that room. We just got to keep developing it and molding it into what we want. And I think we have the makings of being a solid team.
I talked about at the end of the first half when you had the 19.7 seconds on the clock, you get to run what essentially is an end-of-game type of play. You actually got the shot. They called the walk, but you got the finish. Same thing at the end of the game. You get several looks at a three to tie it, and if you want anybody taking the very last shot, it's probably one of your seniors. Eli Pace had a good look from the wing, even though he had to put it up quick.
Yeah, the end of the half, we came out of the timeout. We were ready for a man-to-man play. We hadn't seen any zone from them. They switched defenses. So what I was proud of is the kids responded quickly, and they executed the play really well, other than the travel at the end. And then there at the end, we've got 3 quick hitters in right now for a zone. We had exhausted them. We tried to go back to one that we had some success with. Probably got our alignment a little bit wrong. We got sped up. We haven't had time in practice as a group to go over situations like that and see how quickly we can execute a play in that situation. But we got the rebound. We moved the ball around. We got a shot. And, if Eli's taking the shot, you got to feel good about it. He's somebody you want shooting it.
Well, you've faced two out-of-town teams. We know regardless whether you won or lost today, you're going to face either the Carl Junction Bulldogs or the Carthage Tigers tomorrow as they'll get set to play this second semifinal game. 2 o'clock game tomorrow for the Cardinals. And maybe good to play a little local flavor, get a little meanness in the blood early in the season. I don't know. These guys both know each other, and then there's always a little bit of extra competitiveness, no matter who you end up facing. And I know you're proud of your former assistant, Court, who's taken over for the Carl Junction Bulldog Ball Club.
Yeah, Court's done a great job. I don't like playing guys that I've worked and coached with. It's always tough, but they'll be a tough opponent if it's them. And there's no love lost with Carthage. We've had a lot of games with Little Brother through the years, and they're going to come out, give us their best shot, whichever team it is. We just have to be ready to respond, and I think these guys will be ready to play. I know they're disappointed right now, but that's the great thing about this game, being a tournament. You get, a quick turnaround, 24 hours, less than you're playing again.
Well, Coach, we'll have you back on the air on Tuesday. No broadcast tomorrow, but encourage Cardinal fans to come out and see that 2 o'clock game after you get done with your morning Christmas shopping. Might as well come over here to Carthage, enjoy a little Saturday afternoon basketball. Thanks for the visit, Coach, and we'll talk to you next time out.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll take our final timeout here, and you're listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVEST blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVEST Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Welcome back to Carthage High School. One final time. The Cardinals fall here tonight, 53-50 to the Ray-Peck Panthers. They'll be back in action at 2 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of the Carthage Tigers and Carl Junction Bulldogs game, which is now underway. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday, a doubleheader. Rogers Heritage comes to town. We'll have a girls and boys doubleheader for you on the 17th. We'll be on the air at 5:40 and look forward to our next broadcast. So for Roberta Foster back at our studios, for Tim Workman and Jan Workman handling the stats, for Will Hedrick handling the controls here on site, this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from Carthage High School. We now join Adventures in Odyssey. You've been listening to Cardinal Basketball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.